Getting a complete muscle meal isn't easy, especially when real meals need greens. On this episode of the Mutant Lab Report, you'll learn how to round out your diet with real food ingredients on demand.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to another edition of the Mutant Lab Report. I am the Mutant CEO, Jim McMahon, and with me, as always, Big Ron Partlow, Rep 300.
Very happy to be here, Jim. Thanks for the intro.
Mutant Nation and Mutant Lab Report. This is the place where we give you the no BS information because we know there's a little confusion out there when it comes to food and supplements. We want to give you the real information so you can make real good choices and save yourself time and money. All right, Ron. Previous episode, we were talking food prep.
Yes.
Meal planning.
Building meals up, that sort of thing.
Helping people get results by helping them stay consistent in getting their meals, but also how to build a meal.
Yep.
And so just to rehash the basic 1, 2, 3 for everybody.
Well, we started with the protein. We made that the foundation of where you start to build each meal. Added in fats, healthy fats, whatever type of fats we're going to use, and then we used carbs as the main variable. And that was the third thing that we added to the meal. And that would be the macros.
Exactly.
There you go. The macros.
Right. Now, I got to ask you, and I think everybody in Mutant Nation needs to hear this kind of question. How do you feel about greens?
Well, now we're getting into the other nutrients that you need to build a meal. You're looking at all the micros and all that sort of stuff.
So you're okay with?
Well, of course. We want to be as healthy and efficient as possible.
Even if it was broccoli?
I've eaten millions of pounds of broccoli in my life, Jim. I'm not necessarily a fan of the broccoli, but I did it to get the job done. You
don't have to use melted cheese to get your broccoli down. Okay. All right. But what about some other greens? Some kale,
lots
alfalfa.
of options. Yeah, lots of people throw like that sort of stuff in shakes too, as well. Blending that up.
That might taste a little unique.
Yeah. Well, hey.
All right. Well, we got some other, you can see where we're kind of going here, but I think I kind of like the carrots. We got obviously some fruits.
Assorted fruits.
Superfoods in there as well, some berries. Another episode, I know we talked a little bit about probiotics. Yep. So I'm not saying you got to add yogurt to your daily diet.
But it's a good representation of what we're doing here.
Exactly. And I think we did tease out to people there is a new mutant product coming.
Yes.
And there will be some probiotics in it. So we're almost there. Some good natural electrolytes from some sea salt, some stevia, if you wanted to add stevia to sweeten things up.
There you go.
If you're talking chicken, you don't need the stevia.
It's all part of the big picture, though.
Yeah, and one of my favorite, quinoa.
Yes.
Or no, quinoa, I'm kidding.
Okay.
You got to have a sense of humor to be with us in Mutant Nation.
Okay.
So this is quite a lot of array of food ingredients. I would contend that none of us really are making meals using all of these ingredients.
Not normally. Not your typical bodybuilder who's preparing his meals as quickly as possible.
Exactly. So to get right into it, what we've been doing here the last few months, we've been working on a new project, a new formula in Mutant Nation, and we have already teased a little bit out there from time to time that we are working on a meal replacement powder. And what we wanted to show from an authentic standpoint, that we're using real food macros in how we're building our protein powder. So we do have a whiteboard behind us. It's not important that you all are reading the whiteboard, but just know that this is how we operate. We'll get in here, there'll be 6 or 7 of us, and we'll just go at it and we'll start throwing things on the whiteboard. But I think the first word we actually have up there is consistency. And that's what we were talking about. One of the biggest failures for all of us who go out there and train is staying consistent in the training, but staying consistent in the eating.
Yeah, and that's where, like we said, bodybuilders tend to make a lot of meals that are the same size, the same foods, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
And often not a lot of variety being used.
No question.
But the focus is always being on their macros, right?
Exactly.
So, but this is shaping up to be something, I'm interested
unique.
to see where you're going.
Well, it is a little unique. So the new meal replacement powder that is coming out, It incorporates the macros that Ron and I have been talking about on a previous episode. 25 grams of protein is a foundational piece.
Yep.
If you need more protein, take 2 scoops then if that's what you want to do. But we wanted to build out the meal replacement powder based on real food equivalents. So you've got the protein of half a chicken from the 25 grams of protein. You've got all your healthy fiber from a cup of organic raw broccoli. We've got added organic greens from multiple different sources. You got sweet potato, you got the rice. We've got the superfoods and the berries and the apple. Didn't forget about your vitamin C from one whole orange. Some sea salt, a good natural electrolyte. The healthy fats, of course, and not that we're adding yogurt.
No, but the probiotic.
The probiotic, the patented probiotic, the DE111 that we talked about on our previous episode. So we're just showing you a representation.
Shelf stable.
For over 2 years.
Yes.
For over 2 years.
Yes.
So this has afforded us the ability to make a protein powder. Oh, I screwed up. Everybody, it's a meal replacement powder, but you know what? You could use it as a protein powder. But
there you go.
It's got more than an average.
We start with protein and we build around it to wind up with a complete meal, and a fully complete meal with all the micronutrients as well.
Exactly.
It's not just a carb protein meal that you're pounding down. So that's going to be the difference, because we've all made protein carb meals really quick. You throw your isolate in the blender and you throw like some carb powder in the blender. But this is going to be a different thing.
Well, totally. And on a previous episode, you actually mentioned, one of the staples in any bodybuilder's kitchen is that can of protein. Whether you're going to it daily or not, doesn't matter, but it's there. Because we talked about meal emergencies happen. Sometimes you run out of time or you forgot stuff.
And people just have busy lives. Like, not everybody can sit down to 6 solid meals a day. There are not many people have the time for it or the ability to eat that much solid food.
Exactly.
So, all the best bodybuilders that I've ever known all used shakes at some point in their day or their week, So you think about the guys that are stuck on job sites and they got to get their meal in.
Totally.
So we're thinking about all of the scenarios that where we need more than just some protein and carbs.
Well, exactly. And that was the challenge we were seeing in the marketplace. We sell a lot of protein powders, obviously, but we wanted to increase the nutritional value that they were delivering. And we didn't want to do it by just adding, a whack of synthetic vitamins. I think, some meal replacement powders back in the day, that's what they would do. They would essentially take a protein powder, add a little bit of carbs, and throw in some synthetic vitamins and just say, there you go.
Right.
All right, well, we're putting in, here's something that shocked a lot of people. There's 46 different whole food ingredients in our meal replacement powder. I haven't seen anybody really out there, and instead of just grabbing for your normal protein shake,
right,
what if we could up the nutritional intensity of that shake, yet you're still just doing 1 scoop. Boom, it's in there.
Right.
So instead of just a protein powder, this is a whole meal replacement powder. And it's very flexible to use. You can use it at shake time, meal time, anytime.
There you go. That's the line, is it?
I think it's going to be the line.
There you go. I like it. I'm really looking forward to it,
Well,
my favorite part of product development is when I get called in to taste stuff.
I'm glad.
So,
nice lead in, hey,
there
everybody.
You go.
Okay, hold on.
It's
I'm
true.
coming back. So, these are the code names, just called Mutant MRP. We're not going to give out the name just yet.
Right.
But this is a good MRP type product. And obviously it's got more than just protein, and there's going to be more than 46 whole food ingredients in that ingredient list. It's going to be amazing. Which one do you want to try today? Vanilla?
Well, I'll try the vanilla for sure. I know we always. I know our chocolates never disappoint. I've been drinking chocolate every day for a couple of weeks. So.
And I forgot. So let me chime in here. I'll let you get in there and just do it. You can pour the whole thing in there.
Just pour the whole thing in there. Okay.
Well, this is Mutant.
Perfectly portioned. Perfectly portioned.
Well, we do have our own lab upstairs, which I think we've done some filming in there, so people know we have the lab.
Hope we don't make too much of a mess.
You are. I've seen you.
There you go.
It's wonderful.
There you go.
Anyways, hey, one thing that, because you got all these different foods in here, let's be clear here. This is not going to taste like a Dairy Queen shake. Sorry to Dairy Queen. You guys make awesome shakes, by the way. They taste great. So this isn't like a vanilla milkshake flavor. This is a vanilla cupcake flavor.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you don't mind cupcake flavors, everybody, that's good. And the chocolate one's like a chocolate brownie.
Okay.
Okay, so a little bit different. Not quite milkshakey, but still awesome. He's alive.
I really like it. So,
You didn't taste the broccoli, did you?
no, you can't. It's not like blending broccoli. It's really good vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly our traditional vanilla milkshake flavor.
So the thing I like about it is that, weight gain shakes have a heaviness to them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we know that. But this just tastes like I'm drinking whey.
Right.
There's a little bit of a texture where I know there's some carbs in it.
Yeah.
That little bit more filling.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not going to be something that's going to be hard to drink.
Well, I only gave you one scoop in there. I didn't double you up. And I know sometimes you're going to double up.
That'd still be no problem.
Yeah. But 46 whole food ingredients in there. It's all based on what a good meal plan, meal prep looks like. It's all macro equivalents to this. There's no BS proteins in there. We're not hiding in, incomplete proteins in this particular mix. It's just phenomenal. The whole storyboard here about how we came up with this is real.
Yep.
This is what we do here. We have fun here.
So give me the macros. 25 protein.
Yeah, on the one scoop, it's 25 grams of protein because I think that's a real foundational number.
Yep.
You can always go up from there.
You can double it.
Foundational numbers, all right? You've got a good amount of fiber in there. We're starting about 3 or 4 grams of fiber from there. So it's not going to be so much that it weighs you down or...
No, that 3 or 4 is...
Makes other things happen.
No. And how many fats?
You got 3 to 4 grams of essential fats. Again, the essential fats are equivalent to about a tablespoon of flax. And again, they're coming from avocado. They are coming from flax, and they are coming from the MCT oil as well.
Okay, and carbs.
Carbs. Hey, this is a 2 to 1 as far as protein to carbs. So we built this purposely lean because that's a foundational number. And if you need more carbs, you can always add more carbs. And you talked about that, again, on the previous episode. What's the easiest thing to find on the road, anywhere around the world? Carbs.
So 12 and a half grams then? Is it
12,
2 to 1?
say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And when it comes out, you're going to see some fairly unique packaging on it as well. Very sustainable packaging, nice other feature.
There you go.
And don't forget, gut health. You're going to have that 1 billion CFU dose, that's the patented dose of the patented shelf-stable.
There you go, for 2 years.
Minimum 2 years.
Minimum 2 years.
Minimum 2 years.
Well, any bags of this are not going to last 2 years on anyone's shelf. They're going to be
no,
drank.
I generally don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So one of my key takeaways for this one is, and I'll speak about our meal replacement powder. So one of the key takeaways is these are going to be real food macros. That's what the whole powder is based on. We built a meal. We based it on the meal being built out, surrounded it with more. It's very simple that way. My other big takeaway was 46 whole food ingredients.
Right.
That's a crazy number.
Yep.
And this is why it took us a little while to put this one together. We've been working on this one for a while. Third takeaway I'll give to you. How's that?
Well, my third takeaway.
I always love putting them on the spot, by the way.
So here's I'm gonna go totally off script here. When you're a kid and you see the astronauts eating food in space, and you see like sci-fi movies about like they just eat like a little block of food, and it's the perfect amount of food. It has all the nutrients.
I always wonder
in it.
how they stayed full on that.
Yeah, but you always think I don't want to. I hope we aren't eating little blocks of gelatin in the future for our full nutrients, but we're not.
No,
We're going to be drinking vanilla and chocolate shakes.
Exactly.
But this is, to me, I feel like we're getting to the future here, Jim. That's my point here. That's my takeaway. This is the full meal where there's nothing missing. You know what I mean? So yeah, nothing missing. That's the key.
Well, I'm sure some people are going to appreciate that, and I hope more and more people appreciate what we put together here.
You bet.
I think we've taken a basic protein, which is what our industry's been about for a long time. And I think we've now added a whole new elevated scale to go to.
Yeah, this is not just protein and carb powder.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
We're getting into space food here, Jim.
And gut health.
Yes, and gut health.
Which you didn't have to pay extra for, by the way. No. You don't have to, it's in there already.
Yeah.
So convenient. All right, listen, enough of this. You can follow me, Mutant CEO, but I know you all want to follow Big Ron at
Rep 300.
At Rep 300. And the gym again is
West Coast Iron.
And you can
Thanks,
follow
Jim.
them as well. Always, man. By the way, I like to do stairs.
Oh yeah, you got to come see him when the railing's up.
Oh, there you go. That'd be safer. That'd be safer than the last time I visited. All right. Hey, Thanks for watching this edition of the Mutant Lab Report. And again, at Mutant Nation and at the Mutant Lab Report, we know that confusion can be the enemy out there when it comes to making your supplement and food choices. We're just here to make it simple and real for you so that you make great choices and save your time and money. Thanks again, everybody in Mutant Nation. Big Ron.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.